What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Reese, otherwise known as the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer with the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with Resident Evil Remake. Okay. Yeah, I guess when they say control scheme, they're talking about tank controls, which is really weird.
Resident Evil.
Actually, I'm curious what the difficulty changes. I never examined the nuts and bolts of that. Because I know that even on easy, this game is very hard. Not the hardest Resident Evil, but pretty fucking up there. And definitely not light work. Here, looking at the wiki. Uh, where are my scissors? I had scissors. Where the fuck are they? Of course, like when I need them, I can't find them. Like in the fucking night, I guess. What the fuck? What the hell? What the shit? Where? Like they vanished. What the? What the fuck? I'll be right back. Crisis averted. Oh, and then I found my scissors. Fuck me. I know it took me this long to get into a stream. What are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, you coming in, Echo? My cat's right there. Come here, baby. Come on. Come in. Come chill. You're my favorite cat in the world. Okay. Oh, sorry about that lengthy preamble. Okay. Oh. Oh, now it's good. Yeah, this is basically different difficulty modes. Going on a hike is normal. And you have her BSAA outfit. I'm gonna play as Jill because Jill is the best way to play, especially for newcomers. I'm gonna share my screen.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Yeah. Such a good key.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris!
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin.
Oh, not Kevin! Anyone but
Continued our
Kevin!
search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
Beautiful cat in the world, Echo. Ranked. You may think to yourself, why the fuck would Jill just stand there? But it's worth noting that one, she emptied out her clip. And two,
Come on!
I'd be freaking the fuck out if I saw zombie dogs as well.
Hey! Brad! Where the hell's he going? Chris, this way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
Enter the survival horror.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp. A dining room.
Okay.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Hey, how's it going, dude? And I've said this before and I'll say it again, Alex, if you ever play this game, start with Jill.
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it. What the hell is this?
Excuse
I
me.
found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Okay, so to answer your question, number one, this is the 2015 remaster of the remake of Resident Evil. So in '96 you had the original Resident Evil, in 2002 you had the remake of Resident Evil for the GameCube, and then in 2015 they remastered this and Zero for PS3 and PS4. And Xbox, well, by extension now PS5, even though it's the PS4 version. And that's what this is. Number two, although, like I said, this is the one you should play. If you can't stomach the original Resident Evil, you think it's too dated, play the remake. And the remaster just, adds quality of life features, like the ability to turn off tank controls and stuff like that, but it keeps the game fundamentally the same. Although I would actually recommend that you play with tank controls on. These games were built around them. and I'll explain that in a second. But if you play this game, play Jill. It may seem to you like there's not a difference. There is. Jill was designed to be the default experience for new players. Even though they don't convey that to you. And it's not like Resident Evil 2, where Claire and Leon are about the same difficulty, but they have different routes. No, they have basically the same route, but Jill has it a lot easier. And I'm gonna be pointing that out consistently. Chris has basically one advantage, and that's that he can take slightly more damage. But Jill can hold 2 more item slots than Chris. She can hold 8 and then 10, whereas Chris can hold 6 and then 8. Chris has a partner character that fucking sucks, Rebecca, who's my least favorite character in Resident Evil. Jill gets Barry, who's a fucking G, one of my favorite Resident Evil characters. And a slew of other things that help you. So I always tell anyone who plays Resident Evil, at the very least, your first playthrough should be Jill.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
But see, people think that they maintain controls in Resident Evil, Alex, just because. That is not the case. The reason why they maintain control is really simple. In the original Resident Evil games and the remake, they use pre-rendered backgrounds. Of course, they use hell of a lot more detailed pre-rendered backdrops in the remake. But they use pre-rendered backgrounds because they wanted it more detailed than they could accomplish on PS1. Polygons. And however, the consequence of using pre-rendered backgrounds is that they're static. Every camera cut has to be a new scene. And so as you move about each room in Resident Evil, the camera will cut. So, cut. Cut. Okay? Now, most games... Well, hold on. Let this cutscene finish.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay, then. I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Okay. So, every time the camera cuts, the directions change. So most games use up as a relative direction. So up is wherever you're looking right now. And that would be fine in a 3D game like Crash or Spyro. But in Resident Evil, every time the camera changes, the direction of up changes. So you might be pressing up, and then a camera change happens, and now suddenly you're moving left. So, as much as people shit on the tank controls, they were built for a reason. By having up always be forward, they made it so that no matter how many times the camera angle changes, you will always know which way you're going. So people think that, like, oh, they just made it tank controls for no reason. No, they literally made it that way for a reason. So, you know, while the newer version allows you to turn off the tank controls, I would actually tell anyone to keep the tank controls on. And not just for being a purist, I know, but literally because that's what the game is built around. And it actually will hurt you more than it helps you. turning it off.
I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
And as for the camera cuts, yeah, I can understand where that might be a bit jarring, but I would say you have to understand that when Resident Evil 1 came out, Alex, it was 1996. There was no dual sticks. It was a big deal when Nintendo came out with their joystick, or their analog stick, with the 64. PlayStation, remember when PlayStation launched, it just had a D-pad. And 3D games were new in general, and camera maneuvering could be a bitch. And a lot of these older 3D games, the camera can be your biggest enemy. So you can understand, where they would just choose to say fuck it and have fixed angles so that you're not wrangling with the camera. We can make the angle. And, well, once again, it wouldn't be possible. The 2002 remake keeps using pre-rendered art. So having free camera wouldn't be possible without remaking the whole game. But you can actually see why they chose that, because, I mean, they've made some touch-ups here and there to the character models, but what you're seeing here is largely what we released in 2002. And, yeah, you can't tell me for 2002 on fucking GameCube, this wasn't insane graphics. Especially when you consider the fact that the remake now came out 24 years ago. So, honestly, these backgrounds, for being fucking almost 25 years old, have held up immaculately. And here, if you push this up here, you can get a map. Another pro tip. Obviously, you don't need it, but having a layout grid to help you. And they were still trying to stay faithful. They were still trying to stay faithful to the layout of the original Resident Evil. This makes a lot of changes, a lot of optimizations, a lot of improvements, but at the end of the day, it's still trying to stay faithful to the layout of the original. Which is why I would actually say that, like, the Resident Evil 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake are actually closer to reimaginings than remakes. But that's a whole different kettle of fucking fish. Many people, myself included, would be down for them remaking Resident Evil 1 again and making it more like the modern remakes. Behind the back camera, full free aiming. Brains. And honestly, once you get into them, Alex, they're not that bad. I mean, it takes some time to get adjusted, but I think you would actually enjoy them if you can get into the classic games. Another way to tell if a zombie's dead. If you see blood trail. If they fall to the ground, and you don't see a blood trail, they're not dead. See? And they fall to the ground, you see blood coming out, they're done. Great, I'm out of ammo entirely. Fuck my life. Hey, they don't start you off with that much. That's okay. I'm gonna get some more. No, I don't want to go this way. I want to go this way. You can get an optional videotape from this dude. They even get more ammo right here. Another pro tip. Reload from the menu. In the classic Resident Evil games, you can reload from the menu, and that saves you having to do it in middle of the game, which can get you killed. I played the shit out of these games. They also did something really smart, where one of the issues that pre-rendered backdrops had is that they're static, obviously. So many games like this game and some other games that were on GameCube around the same time actually used a trick where they would use full motion videos to create the illusion of motion. Like the chandelier swinging, that's basically playing a video file. But it actually creates the illusion of it not being static. Kind of a clever way to get around one of the limitations. That fucker. And you're gonna want to grab. Oh. You're gonna want to examine this. But we're actually not going this way right now. No, that's the way we don't want to go either. I'm still a bit rusty with some of this shit. You done, bro? You finally fucking done? No, he's not either. Wow. Yeah, whatever. What a dick. There's a shortcut, I believe. Yeah, back to the central hall. You're so pretty, Echo. I love you. Yeah. We're up top now. In the dining room. These defensive items are really great. If a zombie grabs you, you can use them instead of taking damage. See, you need to push this. And then that crashes down, and when you go back down there, you can get it. I just wanted that on my map. Actually, hold on, let me check. Yeah, okay. Actually, I need to head back. My bad. The PC version of this, though, has some extra benefits. One day they bring back to console. The original game obviously was 30 FPS, but on the modern PC version, you can bump it up to 60 or whatever. And then obviously the doors were created in the original game to mask load times. Here's the fucking... Yeah, shit. I guess that's what we're fucking doing. Okay. See, it's easy to get lost. And then the door screens were added to mask it, but on a modern PC, it loads so fast now that they give you the option on the PC version to skip the door animation. You just hit a button while it's in the door loading and skips it. Or I think you can actually also go on options and just turn them off entirely, which is great for replaying the game for speedruns. I might look into seeing if my PC can run, or my laptop can run the remake, because it's not what you'd call demanding. Okay. I would be able to get that gem, but I can't right now because I'm full on inventory. Just imagine doing this with Chris and having 2 less slots. And there's parts of this game, like here, where the atmosphere is just fucking amazing. And I still think the atmosphere in this game is outstanding. Like this. The fucking creepy masks, the turning gears, the flame flickering on the wall. This is peak fucking horror atmosphere. And honestly, despite this game now being almost 25 years old, still looks awesome. Then you examine the book, and that's when you get the first key. Woo! The book gives you a glimpse of the puzzles. But the key is the important part. One of the major keys is the sword key. Usually in Resident Evil games, the keys have a motif. Okay. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. Certain people and situations I may need to step away from for a bit. There we go. Finally, here we go. I'm just having some issues with a particular person right now. Okay. Put that away, put that away, put that away. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some more tips. First of all, first item crate that you get in will always have a handgun magazine and first aid spray. Remember that. Second of all, put away the fucking knife. Okay? If you ever get to the point where you have no choice but to use the knife in the original Resident Evil, you are so fucked you should start the game over. Handgun magazine. First aid spray. Now I can make the first save. I can put away the emblem because I'm not going to need it right now. Put away the ink ribbon. So now I've got half my inventory open. And then also, each character has a specialty item, and Jill's is a lot more useful. Chris gets a lighter, which you barely use. Jill gets a lockpick, which allows her to open several doors early, like you see in here, and several cabinets that Chris would need a specialized key for, she can just open them from the beginning. Here's where you can find something to heal you right here. You can't take green herbs, so it's like a fixed heal. Whereas you pretty much literally only use Chris's lighter like once to light a flame. And you get the lighter as Jill, by the way. Chris just has the advantage of starting with it, not taking up an inventory slot, but you basically already get it as Jill. Also, as you're about to see, you can also use Jill to get the shotgun early. Either way. So you get the blue gemstone, you're going to use that later. Get you. And technically, I could go down the stairs here and go into the kitchen, but there's nothing to really do there right now. There's no point. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. I gotta get up. The cat wants to get out, you know. I gotta keep the cat happy. Fucking Adolf Hitler. I'll eat you. I'll eat your cat. Test me. We'll have Chinese food tonight. Kitty dim sum. General Echoes. Kung Pao chicken. God, I would kill for some Chinese food in all actuality, though. I haven't had any in ages. I'm simple, though. I just like beef fried rice, chicken beef fried rice, you know? There we go. Grab the handgun ammo, because we're going to need it. Please, some of these fuckers finally down. Finally, fuck me. I got tired of dealing with that asshole. And I'll grab that herb because I'm not coming back here. And this game has an insidious system that can be a bitch, but it's kind of cool. They're taking an inspiration from it in RE9. Any zombie that you kill that you do not blow the fucking head off of, if you don't burn them, they will come back as much stronger zombies at a certain in undisclosed amount of time. Called Crimson Heads, and they can run faster than you. And the only way is to either blow their head off with a shotgun blast or to burn them with a lighter and kerosene. Which is a pretty fucking mental system, not gonna lie. Oh, hey, it's good to see you. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, this door. Okay. So it creates a system where zombies that you haven't burned or used a shotgun on basically become like a fucking ticking time bomb. And they're actually taking inspiration from that system in RE9 because there'll be zombies that Grace has to kill, and if she doesn't use a certain chemical agent to neutralize them, they will actually come back to life when Leon runs into them and be much, much tougher. So it's kind of different. Kind of same system, but different kind of implementation, because it's instead of it's coming back for Grace, it's coming back for Leon. And it's kind of one of the interesting ways they're showing the oh, there we go, shortcut. One of the interesting ways they're showing the overlapping. Yeah. Although they're a lot worse. I saw one of them turn into like a giant zombie. So it looks like you want to be real careful. And I'm pretty sure they're going to make it. Pretty sure they're going to make it so that you don't have enough ingredients. To do that to all the zombies. So no matter what, you're going to be leaving some bullshit for Leon. So it's like, where do I want to deal with the bullshit zombie? Here or there? So that'll be a really interesting system that they're doing. See, you can get... I'm not going to grab the ink ribbon. I've got, I can... you know what? Fuck it, I will. I'm right there by this save room. Normally I wouldn't, but... kind of different here. See, normally... you would have to grab this replica shotgun and take it to where you find the shotgun and replace it. But with Jill, you can do a trick. Well, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in a second. Yeah, RE9 looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. Feels like them kind of wrapping everything from the prior games up into a ball. Put away the ink ribbon. Put away the herb. Do I want to... I'm going to hold on to the crystal for right now. I think I'm going to use it real soon. Yeah, fuck, okay. Bob and weave! Bob and weave! Alright. And typically, in the average playthrough of Resident Evil, that first zombie in the hall room right here is the one that comes to Crimson Head first, so that zombie's already dead when you get there. It's also why, say, for this zombie fucker right here, I just leave him, because you don't want to deal with a Crimson Head here, and honestly, there's enough room in here that he can't really bother you. So, sometimes, not killing the zombies isn't just due to not killing them, because to save ammo, it's like, do I want to potentially have a super zombie here later? Or a harmless zombie that I could just kind of maneuver around? And I really like that mechanic that they did in this game with the Crimson Heads. And I always thought it was kind of weird that they never brought it back in any other Resident Evil game. So I'm excited that they're taking a different version of it into RE9. Stuff like that's super cool. See, here's a lighter. And a clip of ammo. Fuck you, baby! And here's the whistle, which we're going to use that whistle here in a second. Oh, you're going to see exactly. We're going to use the fucking whistle. And see this right here. Shortcut, baby! This is the second save room. Oh shit, I got lucky. Every now and then you have a chance to get a critical headshot where their head pops up with a pistol, and then you don't have to worry about them coming back. But it's literally just randomly determined. So, the general rule of thumb in Resident Evil, Alex, is you only have so much ammo. And for most people who aren't familiar with Resident Evil, you're probably not going to have enough ammo to kill all the zombies. So, the general rule of thumb in Resident Evil, and here, that's where you can burn them, right here, the fuel canteen. And then see, there's a kerosene thing where you fill it up. If a zombie is in a place that you're not going to go back to very often, leave it alone. Let it live. If a zombie is in a place where it's going to come back, you're going to come back to it frequently, kill it. This is a main save hallway. I'm going to come through this a dozen fucking times. So you want to kill and burn any zombies that happen to be here, because you're going to come here a lot. See, now, because I burned that cocksucker, he's not going to come back as a Crimson Head later. I was going to burn the other dude, but I got lucky and got a crit headshot. Yeah. There's an optional path right here. Refill the canteen. Now, we're going to put away the lighter. We're going to put away the kerosene. We're going to put away that. We're going to keep the dog whistle. We're going to get the ink ribbon. Now we're going to save. And I would also recommend that you save on as many slots as possible. I do that anyway, but okay, in Resident Evil, say you fuck yourself into a corner, and I used too much ammo, I don't have enough thing. Having multiple save files is going to stop you from having to restart the entire game. Oh, I can go back one save instead of starting over. Not that you probably would have to start over if you're listening to my tips and advice, because trust me, when it comes to Resident Evil, I know what I'm fucking talking about. And a giant fuck you, you can only go through this door so many times in the first part of the game. This is something they added to the remake. The doorknob looks like it's ready to fall apart. And so you can only go through this doorknob like 4 times, 3 times, somewhere around there, and then it falls apart and you have to take the long way back. It only occurs from this side, though. They did a lot of things in the remake, specifically to keep players who played the original game on their toes, so that they would still be scared. They think, oh, I know this. No, you don't. Yeah. Yeah. See, he grabbed me, and because I had the dagger, he didn't hurt me. That's something they added to the remake, the defensive items. I will say, one slight advantage that Chris has over Jill is they each get 2 types of defensive items. And they have one that's shared and one that's unique. They both get the daggers. And then Jill gets a taser, which is what the batteries are for that you saw me pick up earlier. And then Chris gets a hand grenade that can blow their heads off. Really? You motherfucker. Wow, he got me. Oh well, first time a zombie's actually made damage on me. So I'm not doing super bad. Fucking piece of shit. Let's see. Yeah, you need the armor key. See, here's where you come to get the shotgun. And now, Chris and get in that room that he was in before, that I showed you with the replica shotgun, which he can't even access because it's locked with a key. Jill can just access that right away. And then he has to put that replica shotgun on the pew of the regular shotgun because when you grab the shotgun, the room back behind me tries to kill and crush you. So it's like you need to put it there so you're not trapped. So Chris has to wait until a lot later to get the shotgun. Which, oh my god, the shotgun is your friend. The shotgun is your best friend in this game. However, Jill can get the shotgun super early with the help of Barry. See, the wall starts crushing. And normally, it's you have to go back and put away the shotgun or you're going to die. Till you get a replica, like to put on the rack. But you go here. And then at the last moment,
God, what did I do now?
Barry saves you because he's a fucking G.
Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill, you in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back! Grab my hand!
In the nick of time. And this is in the original game where the "you're almost the Jill sandwich" came from.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks.
Although they rewrote and re-voiced all the dialogue, so it's not awful in the remake.
Why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks, Barry. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
And that is, yeah. The dialogue in this game is going to win any awards, but it's not, dialogue in the original Resident Evil is infamously bad. Don't open that door! Although I will say it's so bad it's good. It's hilariously bad. But still, they made an improvement to actually make the dialogue in this game decent. But anyway, the shotgun is your friend, okay? Because if you let an enemy get pretty close to you and you aim up and shoot them, it's almost a guaranteed fucking head explosion. Shotgun is the room clearer. So being able to get it much, much earlier as Jill is a big deal. Well, I can just... You didn't even fight the zombie, she just stomps it to death. And then vomits in the toilet for some reason. It's like, bitch, we've killed 15 zombies already. What? I'm sorry, Soggy zombie is what gets you? Okay. See, you can also use lockpick to open this door early. And you can get some shit you're gonna need here. Which I'll actually be coming back for that. See, there's a bunch of items and stuff here. No, I don't. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna head back. Yeah, use the first aid. Okay, so I'm gonna head back out there with the dogs. Taser to the face! Oh, dog's dead, okay. Green and red herb heals you instantly to full no matter how much damage you have. That's the winning combination. So you want to grab that. And then grab the chemical to use on plants, because you're going to need that for a puzzle. Inventory management is the watchword in this game. It's all about efficiently min-maxing your stats. Well, slots, basically. Okay. And also, about the door with the fucked up doorknob, going through it one way doesn't account the total. It's the side that's fucked up. So coming back through it doesn't count. Okay, we're gonna put away the ink ribbon. We're gonna put away the plant. Okay, we're good to go. Now we gotta go up here to the second floor, use the dog whistle to get the next key. Well, it's like a key replica. You'll fucking see. We're gonna get a shortcut here. Yeah. But first, let me go here. Goddamn, please give me this since fucking essence. Goddamn, please give me this and do them. Goddamn, please give me this and do them. Goddamn, please give me this and do fucking anxiety. See, if you were Chris, you could use this to get a map of the mansion by using the lighter. But I've already gotten the map, so I don't give a fuck. You gotta come back here later, though. I actually think this game has held up pretty well. The atmosphere, the general gameplay. And I find the setting to be memorable and atmospheric. And the central gameplay loop of having to ration your shit and manage your inventory kind of ticks a box for me. Where it rewards smart thinking and planning out your route.
Barry,
Jill, got any good news?
other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
God never, what you mean? God never knowing, God never, no God Jesus, please, my four favorites, one, please, please, and deal string, please, do the sins, deals, and make safe drink, any virtue, consider, demand. Two, please, okay, yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. This game is 24 years old, and it is held up remarkably well for a game that old. And that's why, they actually remade this game, the first Resident Evil, only 6 years after the first Resident Evil game, which is usually a much smaller time than most games wait to get a remake. And the reason why is simple. This game was actually remade by the people that made the original game. Because they were figuring out what horror was, what survival horror was. Remember, Resident Evil is considered to be the game that made horror and gaming a thing. Like, Alone in the Dark came first, but it didn't have nearly the same gameplay. Resident Evil was basically what made horror gaming a thing. So they had a lot of stuff they were figuring out, and they improved upon in later Resident Evil games. And the creator of the original Resident Evil, Resident Evil in general, Shinji Megami, who's fucking one of the greatest game makers ever, was like, hey, what if we went back and redid the first Resident Evil and took advantage of all the experience that we learned? Because he's like, we made so many mistakes with the first game, we were figuring this shit out. And to this day, this is widely considered to be one of the best Resident Evils, the remake. And it's considered, out of all the classic games, to be the best one.
What about you?
Oh, don't worry. I like the buddy system we have here.
I see. Thanks. I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
I love Barry. I like the buddy thing I've got going on. And it's obviously highly subjective, but I will say this, in my opinion, is one of the best Resident Evil games. They really struck gold with the atmosphere and all this in this game. And I would definitely put this in the highest tier of the series. So you use a dog whistle here. Hold on, we're gonna fix this. You don't need the dog whistle anymore after this. So you can discard it. Now I have to go back, because in its collar, you read a note that says they hid the replica of a key in the dog's collar, and that's why you use the dog whistle to call it. Because back in the zombie, the dog wasn't a zombie to start with, obviously. It was the loyal dog. So it's like, hey, if we ever need a backup, I put it in the dog's collar. So then you you examine it, and it's a replica of a key. Which you have to use to get the real key. They also considerably expanded this game over the original. They added a lot of new areas, including this whole, like, area in the woods that's really fucking creepy. There's, like, a whole section in the woods in this game. In the original game, you hardly ever left the mansion. And they originally had this really cool cut content in the original game, this chick called Lisa Trevor. And they had to get rid of her. She couldn't make the final cut, and they added her back in the remake. See, here we go. You can see here. Wait for it. Boom! That zombie's not getting back up ever again. And this is why the shotgun is your friend. Especially in the remake where the zombies get back up, because it's the room clearer. And there's no coming back from having your head blown off. Alright, put away the shells. I don't even have the grenade launcher right now. It'll be useful later. Put away the other heal. You only really need one heal on you at one time. You have a green herb and a red herb, and that heals you to full no matter what. So, you know, no matter what, if I get down to red, I'm good to go. So unless you're in a big boss fight and you know you're going into one, you only really need one healing item. But I tell you what we will do. We're going to grab the canteen, we're going to grab the lighter, and we're going to get rid of the two zombies that are remaining here that I didn't blow the heads off of, because this, once again, is a save room hallway. We're going to come back through here a lot. We don't need super zombies. And they're terrifying. The Crimson Heads are bigger and taller. They have long fucking claws. Like, they're like out to here. And they're called Crimson Heads because their head turns red. And they run faster than you. So you'll be sitting there at an undisclosed point. I forget, there's a certain factor, plot points and certain things you do, and they'll get back up from the ground where they fall and run at you like they're on fucking meth. And the first time I played this game, and I saw that, I almost shit my pants. It's fucking terrifying. Especially because, like I said, you're used to slow zombies, and one just fucking starts spraying, you're like, oh no! Oh god! And, you know, they deliberately put that system here to freak out people that originally played the game, because it wasn't in the original game. So you're like, oh, I played the original Resident Evil. I know what I'm doing. And it's like, what is this? Because he wanted to make sure, you know, he knew that a lot of people who came back to play Resident Evil, the remake, of course, would be fans of the original, so he wanted to still scare them and keep them on their toes. Oh, fuck. Actually, hold on. Let me go burn this zombie, too. Forgot about him. I knew there was another one. And yeah, you might have to do a little bit more backtracking to ensure that they stay dead, but it's worth it. And then, of course, like I said, the other solution is using the shotgun. If you pop off their head with the shotgun, they're never going to come back as a Crimson Head. So that makes a shotgun even more useful in the remake. And then, of course, you can also use flame shells. You get flame shells for the grenade launcher. You can use flame shells, but that's not really advisable because the grenade launcher is your boss weapon. And you should save it for the bosses. So using it on regular zombies, not very practical. Unless you just have a surplus of ammo. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to loop back around up here. Create a shortcut. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Wait. Okay, hold on. Actually, yeah, hold on. Hold on. It might be to my benefit to kill 2 zombies right now. I'm just thinking about that. And it becomes nerve-wracking because there is not enough gasoline to kill all the zombies again. So you have to choose. And once you realize that some of them are always going to come back, it gets kind of nerve-wracking. Yeah, I'm out of fuel. Fuck. Yeah, I may have to deal with the Crimson Head then. Oh, this should be fun. Yep. See? Now, I could have came up here earlier, but there's no point. There's another trap room. You go to get this key, and it seals you in with the armor that you see here, and kills you. Unless you have a replica key, which you got from the dog collar. Which is why, even though I could have came up here, I didn't, because there would have been no point. And it even tells you, to be fair, it warns you. May whoever takes this emblem find peace in death. I would think twice about taking something that said that, by the way. The armor key. Yep. Now with that, we can enter a lot more rooms. And that's the beauty of Resident Evil. Well, I've got shotgun ammo, so I guess I'm gonna have to take out this fucker. I can't have him running around in a place I'm constantly going back into. What's up, brah? God damn! Wow, I got really unlucky. Holy shit. I dealt with both of them. What the fuck? They both came back. Okay, they're both done. Well, at least I don't have to worry about that now. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you leave the guy in the bathroom alive, he can come back. Oh, are you kidding me? What a prick. Sweet. Use armor key. Progress! Oh, sweet. Another taser. Shit. My bad. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go back and get that fucking... And see, the atmosphere is really fucking spooky in this game. I think they do a really good job with the atmosphere. It's just still and eerie. And they use lighting and shadow. There's a lot of areas where they emulate lighting and shadow. Like, they're the same areas, technically, as in the original, but they have light and shadow. And it sounds like a small thing, but it's not. Where in the original game, it was brightly lit. But here, it's dim and creepy. Like I said, lighting is fucking crucial to horror. I mean, lighting is important in a lot of games, but it's nowhere near as important as horror. Good lighting, you get what I mean, or spooky lighting is the difference between a good scene and a great scene, and a good horror game and a great horror game. Like, take one area and then make it all brightly lit with neon colors, and then make it dimly lit, and you see how that one change changes the whole vibe. See, you have to put 2 gems into this tiger's face to access its eyes. Each one gives you an item. Like a whole thing of shotgun shells, which is 7 shots, which is a big deal. Oh, I'm sorry, 6. Do I want to head this way? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh no! Anyway. You know, at a certain point, that's a shortcut back to Central Hall. You know, at a certain point that Jill has just got to stop caring about seeing zombies. She's like, oh, a zombie. That's crazy. Do you know how many fucking zombies I've seen? Like, you know, at a certain point, it's just got to stop having an effect. See, you need that chemical that I got earlier. You need it for this plant fucker right here. Of course, I got to backtrack a little bit to get to it, but oh well, whatever. It is what it is. I have to store some shit anyway. And see, I hope they wind up making a native PS5 version for this, just the remaster. Because they can bump it to 60 FPS and give the ability to toggle off the door animations. Actually, hold on. Get rid of that. I'm about to get some more. Like I said, Alex, some people are against it because it's a remake of a remake, but imagine this game, this general setup, the mansion, all this, but with behind-the-back camera and full aiming. I would buy that in a fucking heartbeat, man. See? And that kills the plants so you can get back here. Yeah, that's what I mean. And like I said, it would be valid because it wouldn't be the same type of remake as this. This remade it, but it kept the general gameplay the same. You know what I mean? Fixed camera angles, auto aiming. So it's not like they're redoing the same thing, it would be a reimagining. And also, this remake came out in 2002, so it's been 24 fucking years. I think that's long enough. It's not like they remade it and then immediately went back and remade it. Like, it would be a valid reason for it to exist. This is one of the masks you need. One of the 4 masks in that tomb room. Fortunately, now they break through. Really? Seriously, bro? Wow, you gotta be kidding me. That's fucking lame. Oh, whatever. Okay. Now we're gonna take the shortcut because I know where to get more shotgun things. Yay! See their claws, man. They're fucking nasty, dude. Those Crimson Heads are not fucking around. And it goes by the classic see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Without eyes. Okay, so that's the hear no evil. Or see no, I'm sorry. See no evil, I'm sorry. Never mind the fact that literally while you're using this to progress, you're seeing the chains from the coffin come off. And the first time you're playing this game, you're like, what the fuck is in there? I was like, should I be doing this? See, there's shotgun shells here. I could have gotten these earlier, but there's no point. Because I didn't have a shotgun at the time. Now, however, I'm going to make a detour to get some more shit I need. And the mansion is only the first part. I went to that door just to deter that fucker. Okay, he's done. This is another part of this game that became famous. You have to sit here and play in the piano. And Jill plays Moonlight Sonata. Yeah, I can't use it now. You have to come back here for that. And if you play as Jill, Jill can use it and play the piano. But if you play as Chris, Chris doesn't know how to play the piano, so he has to have Jill, or not Jill, I'm sorry, he has to have Rebecca come and help him. Of course he fucking does. Rebecca fucking sucks. She's my least favorite Resident Evil character, and she's the only one of the only main Resident Evil characters I actively fucking hate. Because she's a hippie, she's got like a bandana, she's 18, and is somehow still a member of STARS, which, in case you're not aware, Chris, Jill, Wesker, Barry, they're all members of STARS. Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. They're like an elite special police force. So, Rebecca being a part of STARS at 18 is fucking ridiculous. Jill and Barry, Jill and Chris are 25 when this starts, by the way. Okay, so it's like, it's still stretching credibility a little bit because you're supposed to be 21 to even apply for the police force. But it's like, okay, they at least had a couple years. It's like, Rebecca, you shouldn't even legally be a cop. And then she has no combat experience. She says that. It's like, why did they send you to the fucking mansion then? Well, you know what I mean, okay? Because if you see the beginning, you didn't see the beginning. Okay, they came here to this place, Alex, because they had heard about people being murdered and disappearing here. Okay, so they may not have known about the fucking zombies, but they knew there was some violent shit going on. So why would you send the person in here who has no fucking combat experience? You can find some ammo by pushing this. And then her personality, she's got that chipper, hey, can-do attitude. I guess they did that because she's supposed to be like a peppy teen or something. I don't fucking know. But it sticks out, like, from the rest of the game. Everybody else who's here it realizes the gravity of the situation. This is a bad situation we're in. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be here. Yet. Yeah. Rebecca? No. I mean, she's not like the worst fucking character ever, but Resident Evil's consistently known for its strong characters. You know what I'm saying? Jill, super memorable. Chris Redfield, super memorable. Claire, super memorable. Leon, considered one to be one of the greatest characters of all time. So it's not necessarily that Rebecca's the worst character, it's just when you compare her to all the other fucking heavyweights, she sucks. Yeah, you have to do this puzzle. And if you do it wrong, you get attacked by zombie crows. I forget the solution, it's been a while. You have to mix and match the colors. And I'm going to just look up the solution because, like I said, if you fuck it up, you get attacked by a horde of zombie crows, and they're really annoying to kill, so... You think that wouldn't be bad, but they attack you in hordes, and the zombie crows are, really hard to hit. The auto-aiming in this game has a problem hitting them, so you waste a shit ton of ammo just trying to hit them. So the crows are actually surprisingly fucking annoying. Can I give me the, and not only do we gain another mask, but we come back out to the place where the masks were. Shortcut! You still there, Alex? Hombre? Okay, this one without the mouth. Speak no evil. Here's where you get the grenade launcher. There's some green herbs here. Oh shit. Sweet, that's all the uses of the armor key. Hey, yo, Barry!
Jill.
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this. What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
You have a way with understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part, and somebody didn't want anyone to see it. Let's continue our investigation.
Oh, hey, it's good to see you, Chris.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded!
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
You're gonna make it, man. Yeah, what would be the shortest route back there? Yeah, probably if I went this way. Yeah. Go this way, go across, go down the stairs. No matter what, Richard dies. But if you save Richard here, you get the better shotgun, the assault shotgun. You're actually time limited when it comes to this. But the time limit is very generous, so unless you're just dilly-dicking around, you should be fine. Then again, in a lot of games, when they tell you, oh, you need to hurry up to here, there's not an actual time limit, so you might just wind up passing the time without even realizing it. Yeah, it's a helmet. I need to remember that. Put that away, I'm not gonna need it. That away, I'm not gonna need it. Grab the serum.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it. Does it ever not hurt?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Richard. Kinda screwed the pooch, bro.
I'm okay. The others...
Ah, shit. Fuck. Yeah. This is where you need the lighter. I wish I'd remember that. Oh well, shit happens. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm heading back to a save room, so I might as well grab the herbs. No, I'm just leaving as they are for right now. Nearest save room is... Okay. Just down the road! Yeah, well, one of the most valuable skills in the classic Resident Evil games to have is item management. To reduce unnecessary trips and make sure you're fully prepared, so it's a skill I've gotten pretty good at. Plus, it sits well with my OCD. And I've honestly played this game so many times that parts of this game are seared into my brain. I pretty much played the shit out of most Resident Evil games, actually. And fuck, I might as well grab this one as well. Grab the lighter. Throw away the shotgun. Grab the grenade launcher. And fuck, I might as well save while I'm here. I'm really looking forward to Resident Evil 9. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it has the potential to be the best Resident Evil game ever. If it all comes right. Obviously, I think it will, but I'm saying we can't say for sure until the game is in our hands. But I do think it has the potential to be absolutely, hands down, the best RE game. The way that it's taking elements from all the classic games, from the first game, from Leon, it feels like a nexus point. Because the series kind of split into two. You had the first person, more classic horror games with 7 and 8, and then you had the third person remake games, with Leon being most of them. And so this is doing both. You have the shit with Grace, which is closer to the 7 and 8, and then you have the stuff with Leon, which is more like RE2 remake and 4 remake. There's the missing music sheet I needed. Yeah, I can't go in there yet. I was pretty sure I couldn't. But I was double checking. But now with that music sheet, I can play the piano and get the next thing I need. And not only that, but RE9 seems so ambitious. Maybe the most ambitious Resident Evil game. You have, you have Grace and Leon, like I said, that control completely differently. I've had multiple characters in Resident Evil before, but not multiple gameplay styles where they were totally different. It's not like, playing the same game with slightly different characters. It's like two different games almost in one. Which is wholly different than anything the series has really done before. And then you have having first person and third person at launch. Oh my god, you asshole. The thing's really cool. And you can switch at any time. Big open city areas. Not necessarily open world. Ah, shit. Not necessarily open world. But bigger areas to explore. And both of the campaigns crisscross. It's not like before, like an RE2, where you choose a campaign at the start and you go through it till the finish. You're going to be regularly switching between Leon and Grace throughout, which is a totally different way of doing it than they've ever done it. There we go. Now let me put away the lighter because I don't need that right now. Yeah, I'll just keep. I'm good. A total overhaul of the engine. This is basically like the RE engine 2.0, which I think is really cool. I think 9 is going to be great. I really do. Of course, I have total faith that Capcom's going to nail it. I think Capcom has consistently been one of the best developers in the industry. And every modern Resident Evil game has been great. 7, 8, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, all of them have been a blast. So Capcom has just done hit after hit after hit after hit. So, yeah, I will be. So I have total faith that they're going to crush it with 9. Oh, fuck, that's right. You have to swap out the emblem from the beginning. I forgot about that. I wish I had remembered that. Oh, well, it's not that far away from where I'm at, so. And fuck it, might as well grab the save thing too, so I'm going back to the save room anyway. Shit. Hold on, there's a way to do this. Got an invite to give me video my got an invite to give me video my fuck you! Oh my god, I have no idea how much progress I lost. Fuck. Oh, I'm gonna end this part here and take a break.